Bring the beat down a little bit, then bring me in. Let's go.
Vibes. Final episode vibe. Hey. Hey.
Who this?
Shout out to Key.
Oh, Key? Oh, yeah, this is Key.
This is Key?
Yeah, this Key. This Key.
I love Key. This is new?
Ooh, yeah.
Gotta
Hey. Also in a good mood. Just made my first ever playlist on Spotify. Hey, go check that out. You know what I'm saying? Finally figured out the Spotify game. But yeah, Miami Too Much is definitely that record. Shout out to my boy Isaiah, who just got a job with the Miami Herald. He moved to Miami last week. Played this in the story. I said, thank you. I'm gonna need that. Always need me a nice little piece of music. Shout out to all the artists too that are making shortened records, man. I'm really liking that. I'm starting to realize I don't have the attention span and the patience no more to run through 4 or 5 minutes worth of records. Give me my 2 minutes and 20 seconds and dip.
Well, them hip hop players gonna be tight. You know they love that shit. They love that extra third verse.
No third verse.
No more the third verse style.
It's full.
No
Did you
bridge.
listen to the Full Hard one too or no?
What?
He got 2 new songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one and then there's
Full Hard. Is that good?
Full Hard is dope too.
That's my son.
Look,
Fuck
yo.
Key.
Key's good, but hey man, we all know the next big hit record in rap, man. Shout out to
I'm mad 'cause this actually might be it.
Yo, son, this gonna be top 10.
Cause this was tough. When I heard that little snippet he put on Twitter.
Yeah, it's gonna be top
Yeah.
10. Bro.
Wait, he dropped the EP.
Last
Yeah,
night,
last night.
Hey,
Nah, you
Tell
wanna know
you.
what's crazy?
I'm telling you, bro.
I didn't want to listen to it because I don't know, for some reason he gave me the one hit wonder vibe.
No, what he gave me the Fitty Wap vibes. Where like he's gonna have hit after hit after hit and then it kind of fizz out.
Nah,
And I don't
he
want
gave
that
me
for
one
the
hit wonder vibe. So somebody sent the song in the video in the chat, and I'm like,
Bro, tell me.
I'll wait till we get to his
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
he got some stuff, but I just had to throw this on. I've been playing this all day.
Nah, his song is dope though. It made me a believer.
This is like crossover. This is like crossover with all ages. I'm telling you, it's like this right here. But either way, folks.
Somebody said, on my phone, somebody said, I never knew somebody could make a sandwich sound so cool.
Yeah, right. Sandwich panini sales about to go up all weekend, bro. For real, you gotta do that. But folks, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Foresight. This your boy Arden talking to you.
Yeah, and it's your boy Willz.
AK, what up with you? That's right. Episode 88 of the show. Recording this on Friday, June 21st, 2019. Hope all is well. The final episode of our 2018-19 campaign. I might as well get the shout outs out the way after, of course, doing the regular degular. Make sure you guys are following us on social media at Foresight Pod. Watch us on YouTube. Huge thanks to Gianni, as usual, for capturing the footage, editing it, and uploading everything on time. So, again, no complaints over here, and there shouldn't be any complaints about you because Gianni is handling everything.
Yeah, I like why because I told you I needed it on YouTube, so
Yeah.
I'll be watching it on YouTube when I'm bored. Like when I'm bored, I'm let me watch our podcast.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's because of Gianni who's helping bring together our vision for cover art. I think so far we shooting 100% for the field with the cover arts and different ones and stuff. So G, thank you very much. Listen to us, of course, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, and all that good stuff. We will be expanding on the streaming platforms next season. So just get ready for that. And of course, again, final episode of the year. So I want to get these shout outs out the way now. First things first, we have to give a huge shout out to Ryan and John and Koi Creative Space. These guys have been our wonderful partners in this podcast recording / location relationship that we had ever since we started recording here a year and a half ago in September of 2017. And because of them, they've definitely helped our profile get bigger. Every time people come by here, it's the same, oh my God, I didn't know this place existed. It looks so cool. They inquire about it. And Ryan and John have also been nice enough throughout the years to give us advice on podcasting, on advertising, just always accommodating our needs. And of course for them, because they're the homies, I will gladly do a free ad for them. If you are in need of a co-working space, an event space, any kind of space, you need to check out Koi Creative Space at 169 Mamaroneck Avenue in White Plains, New York. So huge thanks to Koi and Ryan and John. Next thing, of course, the listeners. We gotta thank you guys, man. For
That's
real.
right.
You guys have been rocking with us since Willz and I started this 3 years ago, but this past year has really been the best year of our podcast existence. Part of that is because we took it up another notch, started to record no matter what, no matter where we were every week. And what's been dope about you guys listening to the show, along with following us on social media, is the fact that it's converting into people knowing about us in real life. And to me, I think that's really dope. There's a lot of people out there that got bigger numbers, that are more social media famous or whatever, but nobody wouldn't know who they were if there was a difference between them and a can of paint in the street, you know? And that's just being real. I will gladly take where we at with our more than a few hundred followers, going on 1,000 or whatever soon, and knowing that a good portion of that is translating to folks in the street coming up to myself, Willz, Taylor, AK, and even Gianni, and saying straight up, yo, we really rock with the podcast. It's dope. We've been listening. That's been happening a lot recently. So it makes us feel really good to see that, and it keeps us going. So again, listeners, thank you so much for that. And of course, I, Arden, have to thank the team. Gotta thank Willz, Taylor, and AK for holding it down in their roles as co-hosts, along with doing their thing on the social medias. Definitely helpful, definitely great to see. We're only gonna do bigger things. And Gianni, who I've already shouted out, I'm gonna give you another big shout out, my friend, because you have helped take us to a whole nother level visually, in terms of content creating and all that good stuff. I knew you were the right match when somebody like me, overthinking creative, you found a way to overwhelm me at times with your ideas. So I was like, that is the kind of action I like to take part in. So again, huge shouts out to everybody. I flipped it the same way rappers be giving all the shouts at the end of the album. I decided to do mine at the intro, because after this, it's just all bars. It's just all bars after this. But fellas, how has been your week? How has been your life? Is everybody in good spirits? Go ahead, jump in the ring.
I should honestly, I like online classes for the school shit, but I hate them at the same time for the simple fact that, like, I don't know, it's
hard to get classes to maintain.
Yeah, because like it's easy, but it's hard. But it's like, because it's hard. Because if you have the time to do it, you can do it. But at the same time, you just be like, oh, I can get to that shit later.
Yeah, and that's the thing too.
That fucks you up.
Pass it back to you. Online classes awakes your procrastination because it is that aspect of, yo, I have 6 days to get this assignment done, so I could just put it off, and then next thing you know, you're like, damn, it's Friday and I haven't done nothing.
Exactly.
Whereas when you take classes on campus, you know Monday and Wednesday, Tuesday and Thursday.
You gotta get that shit
so
done.
I feel you, for real. Online classes are the devil.
On some real shit.
Damn, y'all niggas just blew mine, because I want to go back to school and I was thinking about doing it the online way. But
I mean, no lie is helpful though, because I'm gonna front.
It is. It's just
nah, but I'm like how he said, I'm a procrastinator sometimes, even though I try not to be. But
yeah.
like if I know like something is due, or if I could get to it and I have time, I'll be like, I'll wait.
Yeah, because that's how I was. I enjoy even like this Thursday, because I had yesterday I had what's that it's called again? Had some shit due, and it was like, it's basically like the discussion board questions. You have to answer them, respond to niggas, blah blah blah. Fam, I seen that shit. I forgot that shit was due today. I was like, fuck, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I just read like 2 to 3 articles that told me to read. No line. The best part about that discussion shit, you can like look through everybody's answers, get the general sense of shit, and be like, oh, bet.
I always look for that.
And just write that shit down. Like, you just like,
just make a quick synopsis. I'll take a sentence here, 3 here.
I'm gonna edit this a little bit.
I'm a
switch up a few words.
Yeah.
I'm a freak and add a second paragraph to throw off the trail.
Yo, that's some real talk.
Ain't no plagiarism over here, my G.
And that should be working. That's pretty much all I did yesterday. So I caught up to my shit. I got like 1 set of questions that's due on Saturday. That's like late.
Yeah.
And my teacher said, oh, he's gonna give me like extra time to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna get that shit done tonight, and then I'll be good.
And yeah, and for Willz, because Willz, you know, if you're looking to go back into school, There's what was it? I think it was like a week ago. I went by Lehman College.
Shout out Lehman.
Lehman has an adult degree program because I was looking into switching schools because I decided I'm gonna try to go for the bachelor's and the master's because I only have a couple years left for my bachelor's since I started school later. And I was like, you know what? I might shoot my shot at the master's.
We trying to do it all at one time?
Yeah, like try to get it done like in 3 years tops or whatever.
Got you.
And I remember when I was having a talk with my dad was like, Arden, to be honest with you, he said, you need to look for a school that will consider your life and work experience and see if that can be taken in for credits. And I always joke about my dad in that a lot of times when he be talking to me, like a lot of things he be saying don't make no sense. So I'm like, that's a terrible idea. But the one or two things he say, they usually hit. And they're usually game changers. So I remember that one hit. So just to make a long story short, I remember I went by information session at Lehman College, and they have an adult degree program. And it's for those that are 25 and up, and they do consider your life and work experience. And it could translate, I think it's what they said, at least 15 credits.
That's close.
Based on your actual life and work experience. And it was dope, bro, to where if you, again, continue looking at going back to school and you looking at Lehman's a city school, so it's cheap.
Yeah.
Pretty flexible, so there's online classes. I think you only got to take 30 credits worth of classes on campus, so you can take everything else online. And the dope thing, too, when you go, it actually was like packed. And it was packed with mostly like older people, like 30s, 40s, a couple grandmas in there with their grandkids.
I believe that's what Brantley graduated. He switched from WCC to Lehman.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, this is actually like inspiring. Like even the dude who was running it, like homeboy went back to school before I passed his Willz because he's like, I have a teenage son. So he's like, when you have a teenager, you gotta like lead by example and show them. So he went to community college, got his associates, said, all right, I'm not done. No, first he got his GED. Yeah. Then he said, all right, I'm going to get my associates. Got his associates, then went and got a bachelor's. And then he was able to get his bachelor's, I think, from NYU, then got his master's. And now he's an academic advisor at Lehman. And the whole room was dope. It was like older people that were there, focused. Some hadn't been in school in like 20 years. Some had dropped out because they had kids. So... it's the place for me because I'm like, yo, if this is the type of vibe we getting, like I'm doing it. So definitely looking at Lehman for real.
And that's crazy because Lehman was like when I was in high school, my top choice. I always wanted to go to Clark, Atlanta, but then I like started smoking weed. Fucked my life up. So then I'm like, oh yeah, Clark, Atlanta's a dub. So I think I'm gonna go to Lehman.
So then
I ended up going to WCC, and my whole time I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just transfer from here and go to Lehman. That didn't work out because school, I was doing school and work, and that was all new to me. It just wasn't working out. Then I just ended up just like dropping out, like I think middle of like my second year or some shit at WCC, and I just.
Hey, you're in a good spot too because if you got at least a year's worth of credits.
I've been talking like this has been on my mind actually for like months, so it's just like I just had to find the time to just go and do it. Yeah. So
make sure financially with the school you got your stuff right, because some schools hold your transcripts for you if you got a balance.
Okay, that's one thing I gotta like I just gotta go to WCC, talk to them, see how much credits I have, and to see what I need to do.
That and again, I'm telling you, some schools are grinding with the credits. If you owe any money, it's like dog, you can't get your credits.
That's all it is.
Because the high school transcript you can get.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is pull up to White Plains High School or write a letter, and they'll send you an unofficial copy of your transcripts, and then they'll send the school your choices official. So the high school you got down. It's just you gotta look at the college.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for telling me that. I didn't. So I'm gonna definitely go check WCC.
Yeah.
See what they're talking about.
Gonna left for Howard. Like a few of my friends, they dropped out. They didn't drop out, but they left Howard.
Yeah.
Traveled to another school. And you know how Howard had like the whole financial aid bullshit. This has been going on for years. But like basically they fucked her up on some shit where they was like, oh yeah, you have a scholarship. But they took away the scholarship and they shouldn't have. So then she owed these niggas money. And then when she transferred, she still couldn't get a transcript back to be like, yo, I'm doing good, here's my shit right here. They're like, nah, gotta pay us bread. You gotta pay all that bread back. And it's like, yo, I went to school for free, my nigga. Why the fuck I gotta do that shit now? But
Yeah, is that? Or
fuck
you
these
might have to
schools.
start-
Fuck these schools. Money hungry ass niggas.
Word. Willz, you been good though?
Yeah, bro. I've been good, chilling. About to start my summer work next week. Yeah, I've been just chilling with my daughter. Was playing baseball with her today. That was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, my boy Tay's birthday's coming up.
Happy
That's what
birthday,
I'm
Tay.
sorry that I'm on the phone, but I'm over here because he's having like he's hosting like a party. Sean Kilpatrick's like
Yeah, I
coming
saw the
up.
post.
Yeah.
It's dope.
So the DJs, I was like just writing the DJs to see if they could spin like Tay's music or whatever.
They did
So
both.
yeah, that's about it. That's I'm good. I'm just looking forward to start this summer work because I'm trying to get to this bag and I'm just trying to enjoy the summer.
Yeah,
and that's
man.
it, man.
Recharge your batteries, live,
Yeah.
man. I like hearing that from you guys, man. I had a good week too. This week was different because I didn't really do much creatively because I was just handling stuff because I leave for camp next week. So I went up to camp for a day just to see how everything was. And then it was just chill. It was just really chill. Like, it's probably the first time I ever went some time without like, yo, I'm gonna write today or do whatever, which is nice. You know what I mean? Sometimes
you just need that break.
yeah, sometimes you just gotta step away from the lab. You know, I know my lab's not burning down. We got things cooked up in here. Chill. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the show. Definitely some good things to talk about today. And the first topic I was inspired by because you know, again, I'm a big follower of Joe Budden and like the podcast, and I really like his pull-up episodes. And while I was on the bus back from the Bronx today, because I went by my school to pick up a check, I was watching his interview that I already knew about between him and A$AP Ferg. And it's like a nice little interview. It's like a little under an hour. And to me, it was so dope because it's one of those interviews that made you sit back and realize, like, yo, damn, like, Ferg is really part of the culture. Like, he's really influential. Like, he's really dope in his own right. Like, when folks be talking about artists and being like, is so-and-so a singles or project artist, I had to think about it. I was like, nah, Ferg has had successful singles. Like, he's, like, not every artist can make a Plain Jane. Not every artist can make a Work. Not every artist can make a New Level. Yeah. And, like, those are three more than noticeable records to come out within like the last like handful of years in rap. Like, you drop any of those records now, they're gonna make any event go crazy. But when I think about that, but when I think about the projects, he's had really good projects. Still Striving from 2 years ago. I see you shaking your head. Still Striving from 2 years ago, to me, hits. You know, what was the name of his first album?
Trap Lord. Yeah, Trap Lord. Yeah, already.
Thought that was really solid. The second one seemed to be the one that was debatable for a lot of people.
The second one was definitely debatable.
Yeah.
For me, definitely.
Yeah.
Still Striving, like, it was.
I've really liked Still Striving.
Still Striving is debatable for me too, but I do fuck with a lot of tracks on there. I can't lie.
My boy connected with Killer Cam and them on Still Striving, Playboy and them. But I just want to pass this to Willz because, again, when I watched the interview, Joe again did a great job, but Ferg was also in a great state of mind, changed management, changed everything, took a year off to get his mind right, everything right.
Oh, hold on, my bad. Changed management, like, I know management, but like, I was gonna say A$AP shit. He's not no longer with AWG shit, the whole A$AP mob shit.
No, those managers, no. Rocky, him and Rocky had the same manager.
Him and Rocky had the same manager.
Yeah, Rocky left first, and then he. Okay. Rocky left first, and then he left from him.
Bet.
Yeah, he changed a lot of
AWG, August, I think it's just like a.
It's just a label shit, right?
Yeah, I think that's like it's like a set,
They
like
got
a thing they got going on.
Yeah.
Basically, like
I know Cardi was part of that shit too.
But yeah, Willz, man, when we think about A$AP Ferg, or when you think about A$AP Ferg, what is his place in the culture, man?
I feel like Ferg holds it down. I feel like he doesn't do too much, so it's just like if he did too much, people would like, because I feel like he doesn't get the respect he deserves. Mm-hmm. But then again, he does, because then like I heard people say A$AP is not even Rocky's thing no more. Ferg runs A$AP. When you think about A$AP Mob, music-wise, you just think about Ferg. You don't really think about Rocky or whatever. Like, I've been hearing that though, like for the past few years. And
I can see why they say that though.
Yeah, I mean,
I can definitely see why.
I guess because Rocky be like falling back or whatever. So, and then I think Ferg just doesn't take like the leadership role. Like, I kind of could relate to that. Like, he's just like laid back or whatever. And I guess like people always be telling him like, yo, you need like you need to do this more or whatever, and that's why I think he said he stepped up his like it was something about his shows.
Yeah.
He was like, he was wondering, he was like, yo, why am I doing
like 3 shows?
3 shows.
When I can figure out a way to do one show that pays me like 3 shows.
Pays me for 3 shows or whatever. So, I don't know. I just like he just what like, I don't know. I just felt like he wasn't thinking straight, or he just wasn't like really in his bag how he was supposed to be in his bag. So people wasn't giving him the credit. He's too chill. He's too laid back.
He even said that too before I pass back to you. He was like, I'm just still learning about social media in terms of like I actually got to post more.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I just like taking pictures and hanging with people, and then like my team got to tell me like, yo, you got to post this.
Yeah.
Because people want to know what you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So it's just like he be with these people, and then like he won't post a picture, but if he does, it's like, oh, Ferg with him, Ferg with that, like. And it just makes the fans like, oh, okay, like he's doing something. But if you're not posting and it just seems like you just fell off the map, you're washed or whatever. Yeah. So then if you do come out with some heat, nobody's really gonna care, because it's like, oh, this nigga's washed, but he's really not washed. He just fell back. So it's just like he just had to learn, and I feel like he's doing that now.
When you say, because before the show you was talking about a potential idea of doing like over under.
Yeah.
Where does you have to pick one? Is Ferg under or over? Rated.
Underrated. I feel like he's underrated.
Yeah.
As of like right now, I feel like he's underrated because he's nice. He has hits, and it's just like nobody I don't know. He's just like never in the conversation. Mm-hmm. I was just watching one of the old videos. I forgot he was even on this song. I think it was his song with Meek Mill and Big Sean when they had that video.
Oh yeah, I know the song.
It was kind of fire.
Wait, what's the song? I got feeling what you're talking about too. Let me look at this shit up.
And I think at the end it's like, she just put her eyes under my pick, nigga.
She was that's yo.
That song.
Man.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Ferg.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
like, that joint randomly came on my YouTube like last week, and
B-Boy?
Yeah. And I was just like, yo, I was like, wow, I forgot Ferg even. Like, that's Ferg's song, right, or not? Or
they said Meek.
Meek's
song? The one I found is credited to Meek.
Oh.
This one?
Oh, yeah. That's fine. That's Meek.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. But that shit was tough. I remember that.
But Ferg killed this, and I was just like, yo, son's nice. Where's he at?
I think for me, when it comes to Ferg, I didn't watch the interview, but like.
I didn't finish it either.
Yeah.
I was telling AK, I started it like 1:30 last night when I was trying to go to sleep, so I just like fell asleep.
Mm-hmm. Like the only thing I saw was like a little clip that was floating on the TL, but like for me, like, when it comes to Ferg, man, hope niggas alright. Mm-hmm. But like when it comes to Ferg, for me, it's like we said, like he has good singles. Like he's never been lacking on the singles. I think for me personally, it's always just been like the projects. Trap Lord I always fucked with. What shit was it? The second album that he dropped. It wasn't that. I can tell you right now, I don't remember a single song off that joint, except for New Level. Mm-hmm. And that's honestly about it.
Yeah, and that was the one that carried it.
And that exactly.
That carried it until still striving.
For the Always Strive and Prosper, the only like song I really fuck with was New Level.
Oh yeah.
And everything else there, I really can't like tell you much about it. Freaking Still Striving, again, a handful of songs I really fucked with. Rubber Band Man. What Do You Do? I fuck with that one. Coach Cartier, Plain Jane, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I love Madman.
Like that's pretty much it.
I love Madman.
Oh, Madman, yeah, Madman too.
And it's one of the hardest album covers.
It's a tough album cover though. That's the thing. Like another thing about him though, like he creatively, he's good. He's dope at that shit. Like they know how to push it together. Like I agree with that, but it's like when it comes to the project wise, I feel they just improving that shit. But I think that's the main reason as to why he's probably like underrated. Cause like he can spit. He got he got the bars. He got dope videos. He got the fashion shit down. He just got all that shit down. But I feel if you just like put out like more solid projects, it'll be better. And then even when Willz was talking about how like Ferg over A$AP Rocky, I can kind of see how niggas were saying that too. Cause for a while, like A$AP was just like Rocky wasn't putting out no good quality shit. Granted, like Testing, his last album wasn't as bad as niggas say it was, in my opinion. you know, I can understand when niggas be like, yeah, Ferg over ASAP and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I get where that shit comes from.
Yep.
And another thing with Ferg too, though, is that like you say, he gotta be posted on social media more. He can't do like, but I think because like the type of collector that ASAP Mob was, you can't like be on some mysterious shit like anybody else.
And he said that's how he is. He was like he grew up on that. He said.
Cause it's just like
it doesn't work. It doesn't work for them. Yeah, people want.
It's like
cause they came out like the jiggy flashy.
Yeah,
you
like
can't just come out like that.
ASAP Mob heavy because like they remind me of like me and my niggas, like the way they act, the way like they dress, everything is the shit they into. So I always just like following like the ASAP Mob, what they do or whatever. But then it just feels like now that Rocky is like
and it's fashion.
Yeah, like he's just gone. We only had Ferg, and then Ferg just like barely like post, do anything. So when I do see Ferg, I'll be like, oh shit, yeah. Oh,
and to keep it 100, like R.I.P. Yams, I think that there's also like his influence that helped a lot of that shit too.
Yams too, yeah.
I think the Yams.
Cause it's like once he passed, it's like they really like, fell back. Like, they got really on some like mysterious shit.
Yeah, cause he was a driving force behind all that shit. I would say, cause they were definitely on a lot of like jiggy shit, on a flashy shit. We're there seeing them everywhere.
And now it's like only time they do really pop out and show like social media love is around Yams Day.
Exactly.
Yams Day.
But it's funny thinking about Rocky because I remember Ferg in the interview with Joe was saying how Rocky does care about music. When Rocky would like sometimes call and be like, "Yo, like you're sleeping on me," like. And I just think with Rocky too, Rocky is also one of those guys that I just think he caught the unfortunate case of like when you switch up too fast and you really start diving into another world and doing that, folks are just going to characterize you by that world and just associated with that. Plus, it doesn't help that, like, your last projects were at best debatable. Like, a lot of people didn't like those projects. And
testing was debatable. Testing niggas said was trash. I know, what's the last one? Long Live ASAP. I fucked with that shit, but I know that was debatable for a lot of niggas.
I fucked with it too, but it was debatable. Testing.
I haven't rocked with a project from Rocky in a good minute. Like, yeah, he's had certain records that come and go, and it's like, oh, this is cool, but I haven't rocked with him the same since he came out. But I think with Ferg, man, I think Ferg's one of them dudes too that it's funny because before we move on, like, it reminds me of the Wale conversation we had. And
I'm still down on my fucking Wale hill.
We had like several episodes ago. I think this was when like Gianni was on the show for the first time.
Yeah.
In which I said something about like sometimes dudes just have their roles and it is all who they are. And it's like, to me, that's not the worst thing in the world sometimes. Like, I know folks be looking at cats, especially in music, and think, oh, this person should just be this and they should be that. But it's similar to sports. It's like when you see what somebody really could be and there's enough evidence to prove that, it's like, why can't they just be the best version of themselves there? Now, do I think there's a chance for Ferg to get bigger and to do some things? Of course. But it wouldn't surprise me if Ferg stayed where he's at, even if he does up things. I just think everybody has their role. But I think for Ferg, I agree with what Will said. I think he's underrated. I think he's a dope artist. You know, for me, again, I think he's always done his thing with the singles. I think he's at least 2 for 3 when it comes to projects. And he's definitely somebody that gets our attention when he comes out there. But I'm happy we had a nice little Ferg combo, man. Sometimes you gotta talk about the dudes that don't get talked about enough.
The only thing I want to say though is that when it comes like to like the sports analogy, like for one thing, I think I said last time too, but there's a lot of times like, you know, they gotta like leave their environment and go somewhere else, and you can see, okay, then they kind of reach that like potential. So like the best way I can put it, like D'Angelo Russell, like nigga leaves Lakers, mind you, like you can tell you see the flash of the brilliance out of the Lakers. Nigga spends time to the Nets, he actually like goes into his role as a leader and as a player, and then you see that nigga start balling out. So I feel like, you know, I think him like leaving his management is kind of maybe like that first step. Like you gotta like sometimes you just gotta change the team around you. And
he even said he stayed with the management like 2 to 3 years after Rocky already left the management. So that was kind of awkward for him too. But I mean, and even like I know he like, all right, for example, he even said he's not having no more cold winters. He's gonna like go to like Miami and stuff. I think that would be dope too. Because it's like when you're in another environment, it may like create, like help your creative space, like to make better music.
Exactly.
A Boogie, they said that international joint was trash or whatever. The whole high bridge, they left New York, they moved to Atlanta, like, and then he dropped this joint or whatever. Even it doesn't have like a super Atlanta sound, but like he relocated and like he got in his bag or whatever. And now look at this album. It's like what, still on the charts, right?
Yeah. And it was definitely a pretty solid album. So great points by you guys. And I remember it was a few days ago in which it was a special anniversary in rap because 6 years ago we saw the late great Mac Miller along with Kanye West and J. Cole enter what ended up being a more than expected thrilling triple threat match for the #1 slot.
Yo, the funny thing about that
charts.
shit too, at the time, I don't even think Mac Miller like Mac was dropping that day, but I think it was mainly like between
It was mainly between
Cole
Kanye and Cole.
and then Mac is
Mac was
Yo, that's
watching
crazy.
movies with the sound off, Kanye's Yeezus, and Cole's Born Sinner.
And that's crazy. I remember because nobody was really checking for like Mac. Like people was checking for him, but they didn't. Like it wasn't like the
Yeah, it
main
wasn't
top.
highly anticipated.
That's like
a
he was the first
A lot
album.
of people was saying like, "Yo, this shit is better than
Yeah.
Ye's and J.
Go, keep it 100. I'm not even gonna lie,
Like I
cause
was hearing that though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not even gonna lie, cause I remember when that shit first dropped. Cause at the time I wasn't like before that I wasn't really a Mac Miller fan, cause I hated Best Day Ever. I hated Kids.
Whoa.
I'm dead ass, yeah.
That's the Mac I fell in love with.
But the thing about Best
he
Day
came out with his like debut album. That's when I was like,
Blue Side Park I didn't like either. The only reason like for Best Day Ever is because that was like a high school soundtrack. Cause that niggas was playing that shit everywhere, so like, I grew to like it.
Oh,
but when it first dropped, it was just like I'm not really fucking with this.
Yeah, I only had a couple records
Yeah.
from Mac at that time that I liked. It was Frozen Pizza, and then it was a freestyle he had. It was called Under the Stairs.
Yeah,
and
like
I played that during our Mac tribute episode for the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are really the only two records I liked from him at that time.
Yeah, it wasn't really a lot for me, and even
just a
when
motherfucking kid.
yo, exactly. Like it wasn't a lot for me. But then when he did the watch movies with the sound off, like the mixtapes he dropped prior to that, I was like, okay, I'm liking the direction where this shit going. And then watching movies dropped, I'm like, okay, yo, nah, this shit actually fire. Like I'm like, oh shit, nah, this nigga really can spit. I bet. I became a fan just off that shit alone. Cause honestly, I fuck with Yeezus. I'm probably maybe one of the few niggas that can say that shit. And I like Born Sinner, but that shit was definitely up there with
You
them.
fucking Yeezus.
I do.
Oh hell no. What the hell is on Yeezus?
Red Dot Music, Action Bronson. I'm talking about Max Bronson.
That's just, what's else? Matches, Absol, that shit was tough. What was on Yeezus? Freaking Blood on the Leaves, Guilt Trip,
Yeah,
Armani.
Yeezus
Yeezus,
is
yo,
a pretty solid album.
it's a solid album. Low key, a lot of niggas started taking that sound after that shit dropped too.
Oh yeah.
So
That's-
this is why I don't understand. I get the hate, but at the same time, it's like, yo, fan, you can't deny the influence.
On Org, and I remember I was telling Gianni and this girl this. Tyler had a record that sounded exactly like what's the record with Chief Keef on Yeezus?
Guilt Trip.
Guilt Trip.
Guilt Trip?
I think.
Okay.
No,
Hold My Liquor.
Hold my liquor. Guilt Trip
And
is
Tyler,
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy because yo, is my like, or does everybody do this now? Like if I press like if I'm going to play a song, it's like I'll go to this song, so then I press next. It doesn't go to the next song. It
try
shuffles it.
Nah,
see,
not
you got
yet.
your shuffle on?
No, I don't know how to change it.
Just try double tapping and swiping up and bringing it back on.
See, now the worst for me is this one. Like, I play genre. That shit don't go to genre.
Oh snap!
Oh, see, Apple Music.
Yo, Apple Music getting your shit, fam.
But hold on, what was it? What was
For the title.
What was the Tyler record I said on Org? This was the one I said Tyler's flow. I was telling Gianni and this girl this that it sounded exactly like Kanye's flow on Hold My Liquor. You'll hear it when he goes into it. And I remember I immediately thought of Yeezus when I heard Tyler go into this.
The beat makes
Ready?
me sound
Just like this, you ready?
He does. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I literally think, for me, when I think about that day, freaking,
I know when Cal Tyler, he definitely.
I know for
he
me
definitely takes
personally,
that shit.
I know for me personally, the best album out of that three was Born Sinner.
Yeah.
That was my album of the summer. What's funny enough was leading up into Nothing Was the Same in September, but Born Sinner was like that album for me. And I remember I ran through that because of the anniversary. And I was like, yo, Mel, a Cole arrived. Because I remember a big conversation for that week was the fact that it was like, yo, Cole, I think, was it Cole outsold Ye? Or he had the better album than Ye?
No, I think Cole, did Cole go number one? I don't think so.
But
No, he had the. I think people were saying Cole had the better album than Ye.
Yeah.
But
And that
Ye
was
was number
huge,
one though.
and that was huge for Cole.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm
Ye was
saying?
number
Like
one.
that was freaking huge, man. Especially a year and a half after releasing Friday Night Lights, the mixtape.
That was my favorite.
But watching
It is.
movies with the sound off, I said it in the comments of when we posted it on our Instagram. I was like, it was a close second. It was a close second to Born Sinner because that album was the album that made me go, yo, I'm rocking with Mac Miller. Like I could roll with him.
See, for me it was
that. For me was that album.
Yeah, for me it was Jesus, then Born Sinner, then watching movies with the sound out. But watching movies was just like, okay, I was wrong about this nigga. This nigga can't spit. Let me keep my eye out for this nigga. So that's the actual joint that's like, yeah, I'm a full-fledged fan now. Yeah. Like, it's just that one. So RP to Mac Miller.
Word, bro. And again, shout out. I love little anniversaries like that, man, because those things also represents little shifts within the culture.
Yeah, it brought back that video too with Drake when they went to the Best Buy.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
He cashed out.
Good time.
He cashed out on the album.
I was talking my man used to wear denim jackets from time to time.
You heard him, he was like, oh, there's a Take Care, I'm gonna cop that too.
Yeah. Good times, bro. But yo, I honestly only have like quick thoughts on the next topic. Ross, I don't appreciate you teasing and pump faking. Don't you ever write such a delicate letter like that only to release a single named Act a Fool.
You fool.
You a fool.
Because last night
I was so mad.
I think I left my I was with my daughter till like late because she didn't go to sleep. So then I'm like going home and it's like going on 12. So I'm like, okay, by the time I get home, this Raw should drop. And I'm walking home. So I'm checking because now it's 12. I'm like, okay, it didn't drop. Get home. First of all, I'm scared of raccoons. Like, I'm terrified of raccoons. Like, they give me like a funny feeling or whatever. So before I even left my daughter, I tell her mom, I'm like, yeah, where you live, I'm kind of scared to even walk. I'm gonna just like probably walk straight down and like go in the streets and walk in the middle of the streets because like she lives like in houses or whatever, and raccoons are always over there. Yeah. So the whole time I'm walking in the street and I'm like, yeah, by the time I get like towards the train station and it's like Sears and whatever, like I'm good. Like I turn my music up, I start walking fine. Like, bro, tell me why I'm walking police station. I get to the police station and I live across the street from the police station. So once I get there, bro, I see something go like out the sewer and just like walk into the street and then walk on the curb, bro. And there's like 3 dudes like us just sitting on the bench right next to it. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's their dog. So I get close. I'm like, nah, it kind of looks like a raccoon by the tap. Bro, the raccoon goes like this. And looks at me. We made eye contact. I'm looking at the raccoon look at me. I'm like, oh, nah. I'm like, nah. I'm like, out of all the places I'm thinking the raccoon's gonna be over there, this shit is like in my neighborhood or whatever. So now I'm taking a whole detour just to get, yo, literally, like, yo, bro, my building's probably like, bro, I could have been in my building 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Now I walk all the way around my hood just to go into my building. So then now I'm home by like 1. That's when I was like, okay, and Raw still didn't drop. So then that's when I watched the first.
Yo, shit.
I'm gonna follow him real quick. Let me see right
Yo, bro, I'm looking back too. Like when I'm like, yo, I hope this shit don't follow me because it looked at me and locked eyes.
He was like, yo, this nigga walk and lick right here.
In my neighborhood,
he was ready.
In my neighborhood,
it's like he knew I was.
There's like a neighborhood skunk that goes around. That I swear I don't want no smoke with whenever I see him out on the street. Swear to God, like he's like right by my building chilling, and whenever I see him, I walk a little fast. But when he looks at me, I'm like, oh! I just start sprinting because I know he's ready to let one rip.
Yes, and that's crazy because when I walk away from the raccoon as I'm walking around, I smell the skunk, and I'm like, oh hell no.
You're like, shit. I'm like, fuck it. I came in today.
That's the only thing I really hate about like the summer is fucking seeing raccoons and skunks.
But yeah, freaking Ross, don't you ever say that again. Freaking, yo, this is for us. You know what I'm saying? We got, this is for the day ones and the folks joining us right here. We started off like this, we gonna take it back.
Yo,
I got the braids a few days ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
And you already know it's Ross.
God is the greatest. Port of Miami started me on the journey. It's only right. I bring it back to where it all started. From my day ones to the new ones, this album is for you. 10th studio album. Get ready.
Ride with me, it's time.
Yo, I gotta be honest. When I heard that shit, I mean, I might be the few. I didn't think he's gonna drop the album though.
It wasn't time, bro.
Yeah, you wanna know what's crazy? Is when I first read it, I'm thinking it's the track list.
No, I'm thinking it was the track list too.
I'm like,
Yeah, right.
Nah, this is a letter when he was like,
letter.
when he got to, this for my new fans to my old fans to my new
I ain't
fans
gonna
or
hold you.
whatever. Then after that, I'm like, okay, maybe this is a letter.
Yeah, I told you, God is the greatest. I was like, ooh, that's an intro.
Yeah,
No, I'm thinking that too.
Bro, I seen that. I'm like, ooh, okay. Russ gonna hit us with some heat on the intro.
God's the greatest. I'm rolling. God has been the greatest these days. Religious. Get Kirk Franklin on the hook. But nah, that single wasn't it, chief.
I didn't even
I didn't listen to it.
Act the Fool wasn't it. I'll say it, bro. Like,
Did Wale kill it?
Wale always kill everything.
Wale is his name, but it didn't resonate with me. You know, I like my women like they can run 100 meters.
I like that shit though.
100 meters.
You know, let me chill.
I like my women that look like they're running 100 meters, and then they're gonna beat up, and then for Lauren. Relax. I already know for Lauren's a part of the name. But nah, I hope there's something better. I hope there's, because Epic is no place to play with, you know, because Ross is with Epic, and Epic is stacked. Like, everybody know Epic got stacked. I think Epic's home to 21. Epic is home to
21, Travis.
So
French Montana.
French. So Epic could look at Ross and be like, "Look, man, you can be the 10th man off the bench. we don't gotta rush you, especially for a summertime release, possibly." But
No, but at the same time though, like it's a young nigga game now. Ross, he's clearly a veteran right now, so I don't think like his songs are gonna really attract like the same demographic that niggas like 21.
Yeah.
oh yeah, isn't Future on Epic?
Yeah.
But his songs ain't gonna attract the same type of demographic as 21, Future, and all them other niggas. It's Ross. Niggas already know. Ross already knows who his demographic is.
Yeah.
Niggas who already know what they want from Ross. Those are gonna be the niggas that's gonna be like, I bet I'm ready for this album.
And Epic
So
should
I
bank on that. But I think
Epic knows
but
that.
I
Yeah.
think Ross might not be hitting the right way within the building. Because again, Epic, it's like what we said. We already said 21. We already said Travis. We already said French. We already said, who's the other artist?
Future.
Future.
Yeah, but I think that's not because
Epic is like, bro, we kind of like
no, but I think
good in the rap category. So Ross has got to come with it.
I think Ross gotta come with it, but I think it's mainly because like they got a lot of their roster really is a lot of younger generation acts. Because even think about
Smash singles too. Like,
Yeah.
it's successful in every way.
Exactly, and like think about it. Even think about it too. Like we don't. There's the last like French shit like we got from that nigga.
Yeah.
Like French at this point is on the same. I mean, not like a veteran like Ross is, but
Yeah, but French, I don't even know. French ain't even dropping albums. He just gonna keep dropping singles.
yeah, the nigga French is a single artist at this point. Yeah, but at this point though, Ross is more like on some like yo. I think Epic and Ross kind of have an understanding, but like yo, like okay, yeah, this nigga's a veteran. He's probably gonna do shit his own way. We already know what type of numbers he's probably gonna make. And I think they're okay with that. I don't think that's kind of expecting him to come out the gate on some like, yeah, you gotta come compete with the young niggas. Nah, if you're gonna come off the bench, you're gonna come off the bench, but you're gonna give us like, solid veteran leadership.
But I think though they might be forced him to be like, yo, you gotta give us a record. Which is trash, because I'm looking at Epic's roster now, when it comes to this rap, alright, well, I kinda have to mention just because so you have DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Then you have 21 Savage. They got my boy IDE. I'll probably mispronounce his name wrong.
Ade.
They got Black Youngster.
Yeah.
They got my boy DDG on there who has a couple records. Flip De Niro, French, Future.
Flip through party.
Jay Hush. Shout out to the UK men.
Oh, Jay Hush on Epic?
Yeah.
Shout out to my nigga.
They got my boy Jay Hush.
UK men.
They got Cody Shane.
So I fuck with Cody Shane heavy.
Who else? Well, Outkast, but they're inactive. Ross, Swiss Beats, Travis Scott, and Yo Gotti.
I know it's a lot of them niggas.
They're very top heavy.
Yeah, they very top heavy, but a lot of them are like again young niggas.
Yeah.
Like, the only old niggas they really is young is Yo Gotti, Ross, Outkast, but they take them niggas.
And Swiss is active because Swiss did release an album.
Yeah, and then what's his name again? Like French, but French is pretty much the singles right now. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like I think they probably had that understanding. They might be trying to say, yo, drop a single or something, but I think deep down they know.
They testing the waters, but actually they honestly kind of did it wrong with that single. If he gonna promote the album, should have just dropped the album.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I think that's what they gotta do.
Oh, he should have just dropped a video. How Migos just came back and they dropped a video.
Oh, the stripper shit.
Yeah.
I see that, but I want to watch it though.
It's nice.
I've heard people trashing the record.
Migos shit.
What?
The Migos shit.
Yeah, stripper bowl. I heard people trashing the record.
Yo, quick segue though, but
It's
QC
I don't want to
declining?
say this. I don't
What?
want to say it's fire.
Nah, is QC declining? You got niggas saying the Migos record trash now.
They
JT in jail, Young Miami pregnant.
Pregnant. Cardi got charges faced against her. I mean, we already knew
They're
that.
gonna be in for,
But it's
QC's gonna be in for a cold summer. They are. And for me, I've been on record, folks. All you gotta do is go back at least a year when it was just Willz and I doing this. I've been said, yo, that the Migos was gonna be in a position in which they was gonna start being cold. I said it in one way or the other. It's the truth. You can literally look back. Cause it's just about the fact that recipe, man, the recipe ain't working no more.
They oversaturated themselves.
You know what I'm saying? They oversaturated themselves.
They wild out.
Yeah, the collective solo efforts,
And
I
those
would
was my
say,
guys.
in my opinion, Arden saying this, I would say their collective solo efforts were underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? For what folks were expecting. Oh, so-and-so's this, so-and-so's that, so-and-so's that. Underwhelming. Didn't really hit. And for your best record recently to be, what, the pure water joint with mustard? That might be their best record as of recently.
Yeah.
So it just ain't the same no more.
And I don't even like that record.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to
The
say.
stripper boy, I mean, it was okay. I just like Offset and Takeoff's verse. Quavo did okay.
Yeah,
And then it was kind of confusing though, because it was just like, it seemed like they had a chorus in the beginning, but it was like they kind of like just tried to squeeze everybody on the song.
Yeah.
So like then like after the first chorus, I believe then the chorus was just woo woo woo
Yeah.
danger. Like what? And then the next nigga was spit. I'm thinking the song was probably called Danger, then y'all just randomly just called the stripper bowl because like that's the chorus. Y'all niggas just going woo 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 danger.
Yo, I can just imagine that shit. I don't want to hear that shit now. That shit sound funny as
And
fuck.
niggas just start spitting.
They tired. But we have a couple more topics before we wrap up. I'm gonna switch the topics. I want you guys to answer yeah and nay and express how you feel about this year's Double XL freshman cover. You know what's so funny? I was talking to a good friend of the show and recent guest, Regina Child from Billboard. Shout out to her. Shout out to Reggie. And I was telling her how when it comes to these freshman lists, it always confused me because like you see the folks who are the quote unquote freshmen, and it's like, yo, for the most part, we've been knowing about these folks for like 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't even look at them as a freshman. I'm like, you like damn near a sophomore to me.
Yeah,
like
nice.
you a junior. But it's like I guess when it comes to the breakout, moment, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, you're a freshman now.
I guess that's what they go by because.
And even then, like, sorry to cut you off, it was more past you. Like, for example, like, I personally, maybe because we hear these guys so many times, like, first thought I had, I was like, Gunna? I'm like, I feel like I've heard Gunna for like 2 strong years now. I'm like, Gunna? So I'm like, all right. I'm like, Megan, yes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Blueface, yes.
Yeah.
YK Osiris, yes.
I don't know about that nigga.
I'm like, Rowdy Rich, yes. Lil Mosey, who I've said on the show a while back. I was like, he was nice. I was like, I'll take that.
Okay, I don't know that nigga either, though.
Put me on to.
Yeah, I was
Yes, I
like,
gotta go back to that
baby,
one.
yes. But I guess it's just, again, it's like, we be hearing about folks for 2 or 3 years, and then it's like, now y'all putting them on covers?
Yeah, like for example, that chick on there, I don't know if y'all ever listened to it. But
Tira, right?
Rico Nasty.
Rico Nasty. Oh, Rico,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Rico Nasty, I knew her since I fucking dropped in DC. That's 2014.
Yeah,
and
that's
that
what I'm
niggas,
saying,
yeah,
bro. Like, I heard
minute.
Rico Nasty a long time ago, bro. Like that Hey Arnold joint.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been heard that, and I'm like, this shirt was fire. And Rico Nasty opening gates. That's how I found out about Bali Baby.
And Bali Baby to Rico Nasty shit.
Like Asian Doll could have been on it, but I kind of been listening to Asian Doll for like 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, like-
a lot of that was on average 2 to
Like-
3 years we've heard of.
Like even my boy, cause he like listens to music, but he's not really into like music like how we are and stuff. So he was asking me, he's like, yo, why Stunner Full Vegas wasn't on the cover?
See, like, that's real
and I even said, I'm like, yo, bro, it makes sense for him to be on it because I'm like, he recently just popped in the last like 8 months
that's
or whatever.
A freshman.
But the way they be going about it is just like
a
Stunner Full Vegas would probably be on it next year or
2 years
a year after that,
yeah.
and then you'll be like, huh?
Yeah. Cause they did show.
But
They don't show like
I'm not gonna
now.
lie. The cover's kind of up, but it's one of the best covers I've seen
exactly.
in the past like few years.
Yeah,
it is the best class in a
while.
long time. In a long time.
I mean, AKA even saw what you posted too about young Nudie.
Yeah, Young Nudie should have been on that shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the niggas I don't know. So this is only my opinion. I can't. I'm not gonna say they trash or anything because I don't know they shit. But between YK Osiris and Lil Mosey, like I don't know any song of them, but I know for a fact this nigga Nudie been black fam. Fucking the Slamir shit he did with Pierre Bourne. What shit did he drop? He dropped some shit out of the booth shit. The fucking slime ball, all that shit. This nigga's been dropping shit consistently, fam. And like,
yeah, my man from work put me on to Young Nudie last summer, and I was
dope.
listening to it. And
Yeah, I was
Same
happy about
shit.
Mosey because I've been dealing with Mosey for like at least a year. So I was like, yeah, I like him.
Yeah. The Rico Nasty shit made me happy.
Best, I was like, I like.
Nah, seeing Rico Nasty on that shit made me happy because I was just like, yeah. The only thing I'm not gonna front though, like Roddy, I think I've been keeping 100 though. I feel there's a couple of actual like freshmen on this shit though.
Yeah, Roddy,
Tierra,
Stallion,
Meg,
Tierra Whack.
Baby, like, you know.
Corday, a little bit.
Yeah.
Comethazine, like, I mean, I think you caught talk about that nigga too.
On him too.
Yeah. So like, there's actually a lot of like, you know, actual freshmen on this
If
shit.
they want to talk about a freshman, I mean, next year they got to put our boy Jack Harlow on there.
Facts. He should have been on the
Yeah, like that's a
that's a
freshman.
fact.
Like
That's a
that is
fact.
a legitimate freshman.
But like again, I think that you said like a lot of it might be because they trying to see like breakout moments.
Yeah.
Or I think if there's like some shit where they put like, you know, a steady stream of music to the point that's like, okay, this nigga's been in constant conversation over the past few.
All I know is the freestyles, the Baby and Corday is gonna kill this shit.
Oh yeah. May about to be nasty.
Gonna kill her.
No, keep it 100. A lot of these niggas about to kill this shit.
Look, man.
Corday, the Baby, Megan, Rico.
Ain't none of them gonna touch Timmy Turner with the burn.
Keep it 100.
I thought you was about to say when
Top five.
That was a top five.
That wasn't
That was a top five.
that wasn't accent.
Ain't none of y'all gonna freestyle
I was about to throw
while
one
you
of the
meditate.
beats.
Yep. Ain't none of y'all gonna freaking freestyle like my man Designer did while meditating. Timmy Turner.
With the burn.
What?
No, that shit was tough.
It was so
That shit was tough, man. Y'all niggas did that song dirty, bro. That song deserved to be bigger.
Yeah.
Like Timmy Turner.
Man, good music.
Nah.
Even when he came out, people was like, "No, it's not the same." Like,
This shit fire. That shit fire. Of course, it wasn't gonna be the fucking same.
Yeah, and like nigga had no beat.
Exactly.
Yep. But yo,
Exactly.
speaking of beat and beefs, before we touch on the last topic real quickly, yo, shout out to NBA rappers for giving us the best beef in a while. Damian Lillard versus Marvin Bagley III. Oh my God.
I heard about that
Yo,
shit. Got a
bars.
Yeah, they got
Bars
like
USA, son.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Like I want to see it, but I don't want to see it at the same time.
Nah, you gotta
It's
hear
like
it.
it feel like man, really be like, yo,
Yo, it's dope. It's actually dope. Because Dame could actually spit.
that's true.
Yeah.
And Bagley could surprisingly spit for like a young boy. We just need Shump to jump in and give us balls. You know what I'm saying?
Some can't give nobody
What about
balls, man. He
Zoe?
happy.
What about Zoe?
I don't know, Zoe.
Yo, Zoe can rap too.
Zoe can rap some
Zoe
funny
can
shit.
actually
Yo,
rap.
don't Marcus Smart rap too? Didn't he make a video?
hell no.
Marcus Smart?
Bro, he made a video.
What?
I swear on God, somebody. I was watching because I be watching a lot of like conspiracy videos on the NBA and a bunch of stuff like that, and all this type of videos. So one time I came across rappers in the NBA, and they show Shump, they show D Lil. I swore they showed Marcus Smart. Bro.
That is
I think he made a video or something like when he signed a deal with the Celtics or some
Yeah.
shit. So he got like a big what was his last contract? What did,
Let me see.
I think he might have signed an extension last year.
Yeah, and I think he made a video for that shit.
Nah, he's funny.
Nah, he funny for that shit. Let me see. I'm
I was
Marcus Smart
crying.
extension.
But yo, Lil Nas X.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if y'all remember, but there was a video. There was like a little mini doc Drake did with the Fader or something, and he was talking like, you know, like I'm still working, trying to do what I do, because I know there's a kid out there, man, rapping and getting ready to take my head off. Well, Drake, we got him. Goddamn.
Nah, we not gonna go that far.
It's the challenge.
We not gonna go that far. We not gonna go that far. We not going that far. I'm not.
My do-rag messed up because
I'm not going that far.
Drake heard that, bro.
Yo, Drake heard that about to take an OVO name out of you. Like, you ain't OVO FLAK no more, nigga.
Part trolling, but hey, man. It took a little Nas X to be like, yo, I can stand on top of the charts for 10 weeks too, baby. What's up? What you want to do? Drizzy? You want to talk about a chameleon? I could do country. I could do rock. I could do pop. I could do rap.
No lie, it helps that he knows social media. So
What
not
we
just social
doing?
media, Twitter in general.
Drizzy, what we doing, baby? You know, OVO FLAK. I might be Old Town FLAK. What's up?
They about to snatch that shit off your neck like you knew, my nigga.
Black
Hold on, let me hear my Kawhi
Black
Leonard
gonna come
voice.
back for the next season with a fucking hat on.
I had a cowboy hat on, like, yeah.
If Lil Nas rule the summer, OVO/Old Town FLAK. I'm gonna hit y'all first episode like Kawhi. What they do, baby?
I just want to say,
What they do, baby? I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you. Lil Nas might be the one. Hey, this EP.
Lil Nas nice, but I'm not jacking that just yet. I'll say that.
My man, I don't know. Was my man dissing
That
Drake?
Panini
Was my
is-
man Drake dissing? Was my
Panini?
man dissing Drake on this Kickin' record?
Kicking?
Yeah, Kickin' on the EP. Hold up, there's let me get to the verse. Damn, I can't find it. But he had something where he was like, now you all over the place. Check T.O., I see your face. I said, bars, already. You just that dude these days. See you on the TV. Heard that Billboard took your charting place. Grown man.
Yo, this nigga.
Heard your snippets on IG, man. Tell me what's the dropping dates? Are you stupid? Are you dumb?
Damn, I might have to go
Drizzy,
listen to that.
what?
you-
My big sister love you. You the goat. My uncle say.
Oh, nah.
Nah.
You
New,
might be-
How old that nigga is? How old that nigga?
New pack just came in, my dude. That cookie funnel cake.
Nah, that nigga, that shit was tough. I'm on front. I'm on front.
Let me go add this EP real quick.
Nah, I'm not gonna front. That shit nice, but
Are
yo,
we rolling or are we rolling?
I'm not rolling though. Nigga say this shit about to be better.
We about to get ran
We
over.
gonna see. No, honestly, that nigga got a bright future ahead of him though. I'm gonna say that shit because he on like.
I ain't never heard Drake make a panini. He made a hotline bling, but a panini? What?
Panini,
Yo,
the only thing
don't-
it's missing is Travis Scott, but I don't think
I
it
don't know.
needs
I
Travis
don't
Scott.
need
But
Travis
it
Scott,
just
but
sound like it
no,
was,
for remix, I can definitely go. But the thing about it though, I would say like even the Panini shit, like he put up on Twitter. I don't know, this is about my young nigga's face coming in, but y'all probably didn't see it. But there's a TV show when I was a kid called Chowder. The main female character in that shit was called Panini. Panini was an oldie obsessed girl over the nigga Chowder. Like this nigga, sort of they stayed coming through with this. You know what I'm talking about? Sort of would stay being like, yo, what's good? And me like, yo.
Pink Bunny.
Yeah, be like, yo, get the fuck away from me. Like, he mushing that bitch in the face. So, I fuck with that shit. Because he put like a little picture on Twitter. I was like, yeah, that's tough. I get it now. But honestly, though, stuff in that little side shit. But,
Old Town FLAK.
that nigga about to be nice, man. I'm telling you. That my one
OTF?
fear.
Ooh, OTF with him.
Yo, I hate this nigga. I hate this nigga.
Oh,
I hate this nigga, man.
He gonna come with a chain and everything.
OTF.
Old Town FLAK, yo, I swear. Yo,
OTF.
this nigga really put up on the
Old
cowboy
Town
hat for that
FLAK.
first episode next week. I would be tight.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been a son.
So, as long as you don't go that Fitty route, because I love Fitty to this day, I still fuss with him. I remember the first time I heard Trap King, I was like, all his old shit. I was like, yeah, this about to blow, this about to blow, this about to blow. They all did. This nigga got the same effect on me. Like I can tell you, a lot of this shit that he has is about to blow. So I just hope he don't go that same route.
Yeah.
But the thing with him though, like since he was that old, allegedly, the old Twitter troll, Nas Mirage, whatever that shit was. Like he know like
His trolling's great.
Yeah, like he knows, like, you know the internet shit.
He was like shortening Panini so he could increase the streams.
Bitch, I'm pretty sure you dead ass about that shit too. Dead ass.
Hilarious. Because you know there's a hint of truth to that. Like,
Exactly. He knows the game. And that's the thing. Like he knows the game. He's good on social media. He knows how to work social media. Like he knows the tweets. He knows the memes. Even when the Old Town Road came out, it was him originally that was doing all those putting Old Town Road over some nigga like with a horse or some shit. We see him doing that shit originally. So he knows the game. He knows how to get like the fans involved and shit like that. So I think just out of that alone, that shit gonna take him big if he's able to keep doing that consistently. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. I'm a weird about before I say yeah, this nigga might beat out Drake. But let's see. 'Cause I know for a fact that nigga definitely gonna be big.
Old Town Road.
Yeah. Just God.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much, man, for listening to this last episode of Foresight for this season, episode 88. Once again, man, thank you guys so much for holding us down. We will be active on social media throughout the summer. Just follow us.
Yes, sir.
Again, at Foresight Pod. We won't leave you hanging. We got things cooking up, things to unleash and share with you guys. And then August, we will be back. So for the meantime, between time, free the boys up top, free the boys down low. You already know how we rocking, man. Get off my phone.